What is up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Emphasis with Sports. I'm your host, Damon Anthony, and as usual, we're talking about sports, life, and all things in between. So, back to the Olympics. That's been the hot topic of the moment. Um, it's excellent, man. Yesterday I wasn't able to get with y'all because I had a very long day at work, but today I went into prime Olympic overload. Turned on all the streaming things, had multiple TVs going, and it's truly a sports fan's paradise. There's so many things going on left and right, so many great stories. On the USA side, things I saw today. We'll start at the top. Noah Lyles, fastest man alive, fastest man on earth. That race was ridiculous. I mean, I want to say one of the closest races in Olympic history in any aspect. He won by 5/1000ths of a second, almost a nose. That's what it looked like. And he had to come from behind to do it. The guy stuck his neck out and talked a lot of smack about being called a world champ. Well, he's the world champ in the men's 100 meters. Got to give him all credit due. This isn't even his strong event. He's going for a twofer coming up with the men's 200 meter. That should be one hell of an event. And that's the event that he feels the most confident in and that he likes to run the best. So, going to be really something cool to see. Also, got a chance to watch some other great United States action. Kristen Faulkner took home the women's cycling road race gold. That was really exciting. Now that race, I believe, ends up being 98 miles long, um, which is crazy to think that they're going to race something that long on a bike. But you get it because they do run those very long marathon type races on the track side for gold. Well, not only did she kind of come back and take over in the last couple miles, which was really, really exciting to watch. She had a great story behind her. She wasn't even supposed to be there. She had another teammate that had actually qualified for the race, but had some other events that she was a little more focused on. So she decided to pass that obligation on to Miss Faulkner. So she came to the Olympics actually for another race as well and just decided, you know what, I'll do it. Let's see what happens. Maybe I have a good showing. Well, she came out and won the gold. She came out and she's the top dog. That's just ridiculously amazing to watch. Just great to see. Got to see some great action in the pool, final day of the pool. Got to see our men's 4x100 meter medley team finally not win the gold. Now understand, I didn't say lose because they won a silver. People need to understand what winning means. You still win the silver. You just don't win the gold. That's all. You miss out on that opportunity. Well, this is the first time in the history of the event that the United States didn't win that gold, which is absolutely amazing. But today we lost to China. Congrats to the Chinese team. You guys did well. We'll be back at them. This is one of our staple events. The women did bring home the gold in the 4x100 medley to close it all out. That was a hell of a race, and that put us ahead in the golds against Australia, who's our main rival in the pool. So we had already out-medaled them, but going into all the events today, we were tied with them for gold. So now, not only did we out-medal them, but we out-gold them. Congrats to the United States swim team. You guys are marvelous. Great showing. Can't wait to see the future. Other things that were out there. In men's golf, Scotty Scheffler shot a 62 in the final round to come back and win the gold. Now, I did get to see that. I did get to watch that. That was really, really, really cool. The cat from Great Britain, he had his shot. He had a chance on 17. Bogeyed the hole, went back one. Scotty was in the clubhouse, actually on a little kind of side course, trying his best not to pay attention, but hoping that nobody could catch him. Nobody caught him. way to take home the gold. Watching the emotion and enjoyment when they played the national anthem that he got, you could see that he was a little bit overjoyed, a little taken over there with emotion. That's what the Olympics does. There's a lot of golfers out there that are going to have majors, that have green jackets, that hoist plenty trophies. Not that many of them have an Olympic medal, and not that many of them will have an Olympic medal. Congrats, congrats, Scotty. You did great. You went out there. You showed everybody what you're made of. On the tennis side, Novak Djokovic completed the gold medal slam. He already has all the accolades in the world. We know that. He's one of the greatest ever, if not the best ever tennis player. But the one thing that has eluded him his whole career is that gold medal. And as we know, he's getting close to the end of his career. So not that many more opportunities, right? Well, Carlos Alcaraz, who's the next up and comer, because that kid's a beast. He's real nice out there. Um, him and Jokic, the Joker, they had a match for the ages, and that's another thing when Novak won that match. You see the emotion pour over because it wasn't about anything but the country. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about any of that. He didn't make millions of dollars off of this match. That dude wanted to win, to have that medal at home for his country. That was just great to see. I mean, sitting there watching this stuff, you kind of get a little bit emotional. You know what I mean? Got to see some gymnastics finally. Congratulations to Suni Lee winning the bronze in uneven bars. She went out there, did her thing. A small little misstep on the landing maybe separated her from a silver, but just to see all the hard work that she's put in, if you know her story, 6, 7 months ago, was really unsure if she was ever going to compete again. To see her come back, win a gold with the team, and then take home the bronze in this event, take home the bronze and the all around, just awesome to see. Real awesome to see. The Olympics has been a delight, really have. Some of the things that it's made me think about is the term world champion, right? So a little while ago, Noah Lyles, he had some things to say about being called a world champion because, here, all of our sports, if you win, you're considered a world champion. A little unfairly, I would say, because we're not playing the other teams around the world. A lot of our teams here in the States involve players from around the world. Think about the NBA, best top couple players. You look at the top 5, top 10 in the NBA, is littered with people that aren't from the USA. You look at baseball, kind of same thing. You look at hockey, same thing. NFL is a little bit different because that's a decidedly American sport. That's football Americano. We get that. We know that. But when you get to the Olympics, you really are seeing, the world champs. You're seeing that level of competition because regardless of the athlete, you're not playing for your home team per se. You're not playing for the check. You're playing for the flag. You're playing for the country. You're playing for the pride, and that is really cool to see the emotion, to see the fans, because when fans go over, that's what they're rooting for. When you look in the stands in France today, I got a chance to see the Brazil Poland volleyball match, and the fans were absolutely pumped. We don't realize that these sports exist 24/7, 365 outside of our scope. We get locked in on our big four until the Olympics comes around, and that's cool. I'm the same way. I'm not about to sit here and lie and say I'm about to, start searching out and watching handball. But when the Olympics happen, if it's on, I'm there. I'm watching it. I'm locked in. I'm focused, right? A little bit different when the Olympics aren't there. But not to these other countries. These other countries, it's amazing. And I wonder how big something like volleyball or beach volleyball or field hockey actually is in these other countries. just on a normal day to day. I've been lucky enough, over the last 5 6 years to start going to more sporting events, um, and less BS in my life, which has been real cool. But now I'm kind of interested in maybe checking on if there is any kind of competition, national or international competition close enough in anything that I could go check out. Um, because the sports themselves, I do enjoy. I enjoy the Olympic aspect of it, but a lot of these sports I would go see. Why wouldn't I? If I could go see, a national volleyball game, um, if I can go see, go to a swim meet, go to a diving meet, that would be really awesome to check out. Why wouldn't I? Maybe I should go to some gymnastics meet, um, because they do exist. These things go on all the time, year round. So why not lock in and continue to see them and learn a little more about these athletes? In other countries, I'm pretty sure there's bigger followings, especially when you get to some of these specialized sports. There has to be some kind of world where badminton is where there's superstars of badminton in particular countries, right? Just the same as over here, there's superstars for the NFL. Well, the NFL, it's not really a thing in some of these other countries. Same way some of these other sports aren't really that big of a thing here. I've been thinking about that. Um, it's part of what I love about the Olympics, just the big pot of sports that it just it just tweaks you the right way. You know, watching the high jump finals, watching the hammer, um, it's just really cool to see. And once again, man, congrats to all the competitors, everybody that's out there playing in the Olympics, competing in any of the sports. Also, big love to any of the fans that traveled over, just to check it out, regardless of which you went to go see. Just participating and being a little bit of a source of inspiration to some of these athletes. You see how pumped they get off of the crowd when they start their clapping and everyone's clapping with them. You see the energy that brings them. So shout out to the fans that head over there. Um, just you're spectacular and know you spend your time, your money to do it. Um, these athletes, they do look to us for some sort of support as long as we're acting right. So let's continue to act right, continue to cheer for the team. Let's keep bringing home medals, bringing home golds. More than anything, just showcase your skills and do what you do out there. Um, big love, big shout out to the whole Olympic community. All right. Um, Not a lot else going on in the sports world. No baseball's there. It's going to be there. We'll talk about baseball when the time is right. Football training camps are rolling. We're getting close to the first full week of preseason, which a lot of people are looking forward to. A lot of people just want to watch football because it's football. I'm not one of those guys. I love the game, love the sport, but at the same time, I want to see the best. I want to see the top notchers. Um, that's just like with the Olympics. The Olympics brings you the best. Bring me the best. Let me watch that. Upcoming, like I said before, we're gonna have our divisional breakdown, our conference breakdown. Been thinking a lot about it. I have some real interesting takes and views. There's some teams that I think are going to be a lot better than we expect. There's some good teams that might fall back or that were overrated a little bit. At least that's my view on it. We'll absolutely talk about that. Until then, y'all be good at it. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great rest of the day.